So, have you guys ever tried to play Fortnite mobile? Well, normally you're locked at 30 to 60 FPS, depending on what phone you have. So, here's how you play Fortnite mobile on 100 to 120 FPS. Like, look at this. So, I do this. Hold on, let me just hide this real quick.
Ain't nobody got heavy ammo. Ain't nobody got heavy ammo.
Okay. Look at this. So, I'm going to shrink this down just a bit so that way it's easier for you to see. I'm going to bring it down right here. And so basically you go here. You connect it to, you have to have a PC. You have to have a PC for this to work. You don't have to do any sort of root, mods to the app, whatever. You don't have to. But basically, you just open up Fortnite. You have to have a controller as well. You gotta have a PS4 or Xbox One controller. You gotta have a PS4 or Xbox controller. Doesn't matter if it's PS4 or PS5.
Anyone got heavy ammo?
I don't know about PS3 controllers, but I know PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and up controllers will work. As long as it has Bluetooth support, it will work. So, basically, I'm logging in right now. Basically what happens is, it's just like my gaming laptop. It gets about around 120 FPS without being connected to a regular display. And then whenever it's connected to one of my monitors, it gets 100 or 200 plus FPS, because there's this switch inside the monitor or inside the laptop that basically routes everything from the GPU to the CPU to the display. Whenever it's just GPU to the display, the FPS improves. It's really weird, because that's what this phone has. Like, look at that. You're seeing about 100 some dips down, but around 100 FPS. As soon as I turn the phone screen on, it goes down to 30 FPS. Because currently the phone screen is on. I turn the screen off, and it goes to 100 FPS. And see, controller's working. Look. We get into a creative game. Say I want to play creative. I am not a controller player. I am a keyboard and mouse player. Keyboard and mouse player all the way, because I have my own gaming PC. But as long as you have a laptop, just something that has like that you can connect your phone to and get Samsung Dex on, you can play on 100 plus FPS.
Really?
Basically, like, it connect, instead of routing through the screen to the phone, it routes through the GPU to the computer. It's really weird, but like, basically, hold on. I'm trying to go back down here and open this back up. Basically, like, it's just freaking weird. Like, look at this, 120 FPS. Yeah, my quality is about what, 50%. My 3D res is about 50%. Let's go up to 75%. 3D res. Let's go up to 100% 3D res. Why not? % 3D resolution, 100 plus FPS. And no, these are not fake numbers. Like, look at this. 131 FPS, 133, 130. I'm getting a max of 133. This is the frame rate that my PC gets because of the bottleneck between my CPU and GPU. Like, my CPU is slower than my GPU, like, because I have 3060 and a Ryzen 5 2600. For you non-PC tech nerds, 3060 is like really high-end graphics card, and Ryzen 5 2600X is pretty low-end CPU, or like middle-range CPU. I need a higher-end CPU, and because of that, the 3060 right here is faster than the 2600X down here. So this is about the frame rates that my gaming PC gets. And I mean, like, creative, my PC gets like a solid 230, 240 FPS. But like, this is just unbelievable. Like, I go into this, I go into my map, and I'm still hitting 130 FPS, anywhere from 100 to 135 FPS is what I've seen so far. Like, look. I'm not exactly the most cracked controller player because I never play controller. these are legitimate FPS numbers. Like, it's unbelievable. It's actually ridiculous. And the funniest part is Samsung could fix this. It's called some sort of switch. I forgot what it's called. But like this switch passes everything that the GPU shows through the CPU, and because of that, to the display. So it passes from GPU to CPU to display. Because of that, you get lower FPS. Like, look at this. Look at this. I'm not reporting a feedback. Whoops. Look at this. See, now the display is on. Now it is on again. Just sometimes randomly comes back on. So I go to settings. 60 FPS is the maximum. See, 60, 30, 20, 20, 60, 30. Those are the maximum. I turn off my screen. Save. Cool. I'm hitting 100 plus FPS with some minor dips. And then it goes, as soon as the screen comes back on, it goes back down to 60. And then I turn the screen back off. It goes back up to 100 FPS. Like, this is unbelievable. And for some reason, the screen just keeps on coming back on. And look, as further proof, I'm gonna pull the cable more.
Oh, shoot.
Watch the FPS as the screen turns on. Watch the FPS. Goes right down to the 60 FPS cap that it's supposed to be on. But because this GPU from the phone is routing directly through this cable down to the PC, it can, as soon as you turn off the display,
This is the bad
it goes
position.
completely ham. Because it doesn't have to power the display on. So it allocates more power to the GPU and CPU and the RAM. And because of that, you get a solid 100 plus FPS most of the time. But you get at least 95 FPS. And then the screen comes on, comes off. It keeps on coming on, and I really hate it right now. But like, that's one bug. Sometimes it will come on. But like, that's a solid 100 plus FPS. Look. Fall down. Look at this. Max FPS. We're looking off into the distance. There's absolutely nothing in there. Let's look off into the distance. Let's look directly up. 130 FPS max.
89 damage.
That's about what my PC gets. Maybe a little more. Probably like 170, 180 FPS. Like, for a Galaxy S20 Ultra. Now, this is an S20 Ultra. It is a newer phone. I don't know if this will work for like S8, S9, S10. I think it's only for the newer high-end phones. However, please leave a comment and tell me if it works with your S8, S9, S7. Or actually, it's only DeX is only supported for S8 and up, so you can't do it on the S7. S7 is a no-go. However, I want to know if it works for you, like for S8, S9, S10s, S20s, S21s. I want to know if it works because this is ridiculous. It's cool, it's ridiculous, and it's just crazy. Like 100 FPS. My gaming PC is worth $2,000. This phone goes for $600 to $1,200.
Loba.
Like,
let's kill the Loba. Get all the shields.
For the value for money that this thing has over a gaming PC right now. Well, yeah, you could get a gaming PC.
Yeah, I got
for the value for money though.
Boom.
It's pretty good because like my GPU, I could trade this phone for my 3060 alone. Then I'd have to buy the rest of my computer. Like, the value for money that this thing has, if you're a cracked controller player, it's unbelievable. Like, it's out of the ballpark. So, tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me what you guys think that I should do next in terms of the phone and Samsung DeX. Like, if there are any other games that you want me to try, just tell me, drop a comment, and I will. And just tell me. I want to know what this works for you guys as well. Because I don't know if it's just me. Because I did Cause I did edit a file. However, I don't think that's what made it do it. However, if it doesn't work for you guys, tell me and I'll update it. I'll make an updated video on it, just with the file that I updated, because I just changed some files in it. I don't know if it actually had any effect, but yeah, you need a PC.
No way.
You need to have your phone connected to the PC. You need Samsung DeX. You need a Wi-Fi connection.
Hey, wait, I'm calling you. Don't fight.
You need
Don't let him
a wireless controller.
Don't let him.
And you're all set. You have those 5 things, you're all set. But yeah, I think the video's gone on long enough. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys.
You block
in
us,
the
kid. You
next
block
one.
us.